Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel Christmas Countdown, where I haven't yet sold the channel to CNN for 25 million, but I do have a new Christmas product here, and this is the Hostess White Peppermint Twinkies I've been looking for a few weeks. Limited edition, and as far as I can tell, this is the only real new limited edition product. The other ones that have this are all things that have been out before from Hostess. And you've got, of course, the very famous Twinkie the Kid character. Still waiting for Fruit Pie the Magician to get back on the Hostess pie wrappers. And we have the old-fashioned Christmas ornament there, and some vaguely nativity scene style stars up there, a red sky, and ostensibly some snow back here in the background. And the product itself, which has Twinkie sponge cake inside, white fudge on the outside, and then the filling apparently is what has the peppermint flavor. And you also have some Christmas red sprinkles of sugar on top. Now, just one of these little cakes has 30% saturated fat for the day, which is shouldn't be that way in my opinion. 3% cholesterol for the day, 135 milligrams of sodium, 8% carbohydrate, 18 grams of sugar, and 160 calories. The other weird thing about this, there's 9 cakes. Why such an uneven number? It suggests like there's some reason that we're being gypped out of getting 10 cakes, for example. Now, as you can see, individually wrapped, but holy shrink ray, Batman, look how small this thing is. This is not the size of a Twinkie. This is the son of a Twinkie. I mean, look at this. And it's got that downward slope. It's giving you the least possible they can give you. But there is a wonderful Christmas time peppermint aroma and a little bit of a white fudge aroma, much like any other thing, like a fudge covered Oreo. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, there's definitely a mini fresh flavor, like a York peppermint patty, and these what appeared to be sugar crystals on the package actually seem to be like pieces of a candy cane ground up that have been sprinkled all over this. I'm trying to look at the they talk about sugar topping, but it really seems to come off as more of a candy cane crunch. It's not something just easily ground up. Got a lot more crunch to it, like pieces of a candy cane. The layer of white fudge is kind of thin, but it still does provide a rich flavor, as does the peppermint cream filling.
Bob, I may have had one too many Colt 45s last night. I've got one of those killer hangovers where you wake up and your head is inside of a snare drum and you hear an announcer voice say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Peart." This all started yesterday when I gave young Thug a lift on my private jet. I had a couple of my flight attendants working the stripper pole in the cabin, but then somewhere over the Rockies we were being pursued by Anunnaki flying saucers, which we eventually managed to evade. When I fell asleep and woke up in the front row at Radio City Music Hall for the Nutcracker featuring Jeff Goldblum. I haven't seen a man move more like a gazelle since Dennis Rodman ran the court at MSG. Wait, what's that noise? Bob, can you feel it? Go into the corridor. There's a new door in the wall that wasn't there before. Open it. Go through the door.
Go through the door! Woo!
Well, I like that this not only delivers the Twinkie experience as the baseline, but it also gives you a very rich variation on it. And then it goes beyond that to deliver something entirely new, which is this candy cane crunch on the top. So peppermint flavor throughout, also on top. Cake is moist, and compared to some of the cakes I reviewed recently. Plenty of cream filling inside. Plenty of the fudge flavor. And so I wish they had more Christmas theme on the back panel. I wish this was a little bit bigger in size. But really the flavor and richness of it overcame those deficiencies, and so I'm not only going to give these 5 stars, but they're also going to get a John Candy Award, because I can imagine that these are decadent enough that John Candy would put these out for Santa Claus by the fireplace the night before, and then he would proceed to eat them himself. So I'd say definitely pick these up wherever you can find them, perhaps now in the grocery store. And I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow on this Christmas countdown. Bye everybody.